Hi guys, my name is Thor Mogensen and I'm the product manager for guitar effects here at TC Electronic, and today I'm here to show you Nova Repeater, this baby. Brand new, really cool delay pedal. TC Electronic has been known for making great delay effects for a long time. The 2290, our famous rack processor, has been used by David Gilmour, The Edge, and countless other rock stars. And Nova Repeater gives you the same sound in an easy-to-use package and with a lot of really cool features that you can't get with other delay pedals. So let me guide you through what this baby can do. Delay, which controls the delay time, feedback, controlling the amount of repeats, a tone knob and a modulation knob, which are kind of not standard on delay pedals in this price range, and effects level, controlling the amount of wet signal. The delay time knob here works in conjunction with the delay range, and the cool thing about Nova Repeater is that it has 3 delay ranges: maximum, medium and minimum. So that means that even though you don't have a display showing you the exact amount of milliseconds, you can actually still dial in exactly the amount of delay time that you want. So let's say I wanted to have exactly 500 milliseconds. I can just go to the maximum delay range and set my delay time knob fully counterclockwise, and I know for sure that I have 500 milliseconds. The feedback knob gives you everything from 1 repeat only like this, to infinite repeats and beyond. Unlike most other delay pedals in this price range, Nova Repeater features a tone knob. As you can hear, this allows you to go from somewhat a neutral sound over very dark and muffled to absolutely pristine and clean delays, all with the touch of one button. The modulation knob on Nova Repeater allows you to add either chorus or vibrato to your delay sound, giving you sort of a shimmering effect. The effect level controls how high the delay signal is alone, and it doesn't mess with your dry sound at all. Nova Repeater features 6 different delay types: studio, analog, tape, dynamic, reverse and ping pong. And let's go over all 6 of them to give you an idea of how it sounds with everything at 12 o'clock, which is a great starting point to get a good sound. Studio mode, a very clean and pristine sounding delay. Now to give it a bit more shimmer, I can add some chorus to that and maybe make it even cleaner. Okay, so here's a longer delay setting that's great for maybe some lead playing. The analog mode will give you a warmer, slightly more saturated sound, which really blends well with the music. Like old school pedals, you'll notice that the tone of the repeats actually get brighter when you turn down the delay time, and darker when you turn them up. And with the tone part, you can still control how dark you want the analog to sound, so you still have the opportunity to dial in exactly the sound you need. The tape delay emulates the classic sound of an analog tape delay, and if you add a little bit of vibrato, you can sort of simulate the sound you get with the wow and flutter when the tape speeds up and down. dynamic delay was originally introduced in the famous 2290. It's really great for lead playing, where you don't want the delay repeats to sort of wash over your notes, but keep them in the background until you stop playing. The cool thing is that the dynamic delay threshold is automatically set, so if I turn the guitar down, it'll still work, and if I turn it all the way up again, so you don't have to set the threshold or anything, the dynamic delay just plain works. And the classic way of using it is, of course, to simulate backwards guitar. So if I turn the effect level all the way up, only for reverse delay, I actually kill the dry sound altogether. The ping pong mode basically pans the repeats left and right in the stereo setup. The sound is the same as the studio mode. Okay, so up until now you've only seen the single delays, but another unique feature on Nova Repeater is the ability to add dual delays. So that's two different delays at the same time for a different rhythmic kind of feel. This is a quarter note and a dotted 8 note. So this is great when you want a more ambient feel and just a little more liveliness. And it's an old studio track really to add two delays at the same time. We also have a quarter note and triple 8 note. So last but not least, we have a quarter note and 8 note. This is an old 80s LA studio trick. On top of being able to dial in the delay time using the knob, Nova Repeater also has a tap tempo button. In essence, it works like this. The maximum delay time for Nova Repeater when using the tap tempo is 2290 milliseconds. Now what you just heard was me tapping quarter notes and getting quarter notes out. But with the subdivisions, Nova Repeater has 6 different ones. You can tap quarter notes but get another notes out, for example, dotted 8 notes, triple 8 notes, or even use the dual delays with the tap tempo as well. So here's dotted 8 notes. Next subdivision is triple 8 notes. Nova Repeater has a unique feature called audio tapping, which allows me to tap the tempo with my guitar playing. So what you do is simply to press and hold the switch, the signal mutes, and then I can tap the tempo, for example, while the drummer is doing the count in. Now the kill dry basically just shuts down my dry sound, so you get only the wet part of the signal. The spillover button lets me decide whether I want the delays to ring out naturally when I bypass the pedal, or whether I want them to stop right away. So here's without spillover on. And here's with spillover on. Last but not least, Nova Repeater has 2 inputs, a low and a high, or instrument and effect loop.